Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Little McGirdle, and welcome back to another episode of Cupid. As you can see, we are 2 chapters away from finishing this story. Right now, we're on chapter 7, and that is The Taste of Honey. We're 1 step closer to killing Gilliam, I think. I mean, that's what we set out to do, right? I mean, okay, let's go kill Gilliam. He's an evil creature who must pay. I don't know. What in me is dark? You have a lot of oh, whoa, no light, but rather darkness visible. Oh, hello. But that's not me. Oh. What is in me is not me. I have fought with it, lived with it, and survived. Yet we become what we subdue. If that is true, then I will never be myself. Ugh, what was that? Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. I am not a monster. Hi. What's up? What's going on? And what are you? Tired. Somewhat irritable. That too. I somehow prefer this side of you. Makes me wonder why I am so stern with you. Why I care so much for your well-being. Why did I even offer you to stay with me? I do not know. You are still so generous, even if you are like this. I give because I can take. Once upon a time there lived, who lost his heart, so he ate others. He who makes a beast of himself gets rid of the pain of being a man. I never lost it. I have always been cursed without it. Then take mine. Yours. Do you love me? I think you do. Do you know how long I have traveled to find you? How far I've searched? And now you're here? Finally. My heart yearns for you, Gilliam. I love you. No, you don't. No, you don't. It's just, I don't know what you're doing, but you should stop now, because it's not good. Just stop. Nectar flows from the spring of the rose. In eminence and obstacle find none, of membrane, joint, or limb exclusive bars. Touch me, Gilliam. My body wants you. Okay, alright. My eyes fly open from the groggy mist of confusion. My body is bound in the force that imprisoned my limbs. Ooh, chains. The smell of your skin saturates my nose. Sweat. My whole body is tense. Flesh. You walk up to me. Put a finger on my lips and trace it down my neck. Goosebumps break on my skin. You are beautiful. I have noticed before. I knew you were before you even did. But you were pure. Pure. The taste of your love was unripe fruit. Instead, I thought of you as something I'd like to protect. Why is that? Your hair flows out like a river as it brushes against my skin. You reach your hand to me and my stomach curls. There is a tainted power radiating from you that makes me gag, like sugar dissolved in water, like a full belly on the brink of sick. I thought I had forgotten this feeling. I am afraid. You move closer to me and I startle back. Everything in dreams is slower. You claim my mouth with yours. It tastes just like honey. Ooh. Alright then. Yeah, bound chains. Spit ropes between our lips, and I feel weaker the more I linger in this dream. A trap. Rosa, what are you doing? Stop this. You giggle. No. You open your mouth and kiss me again. My energy drains from me. I pull my face away. Stop! I don't want this. And yet you want me. Your body agrees. No. You want me too, don't you? Stop it, Rosa. You don't know what you're doing. See? You do love me. You want to protect me. You treat me differently. I have always kept my distance from you. You were always hovering at the edge of my vision. The air is heavy with magic. I will myself to move, but my mind is torn to pieces at the spell. Imaginary hands touch my body and pinch at my flesh. They pull me down and hold me in place. Oh boy, I must escape. I can't move from this dastardly prison. What does it feel like to be helpless? Have you forgotten what it feels like to be a victim? To be weak? Oh my god. Okay. Your face begins to change. You are Rosa. You are Catherine. You are Marcus. You are Diomedes. You are Psyche. Your head begins to snap and distort. The skin bubbles and the flesh tears to reveal the pulsing hide of the monster inside. I need water. Either that or I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Okay, let's push forward. Your glistening heart pumps in your chest. Another face grins as its eyes focus on me. Yet I am not afraid of its thing and its many mouths. You are merely holding a mirror up to me. I gasp and struggle, but your hands clamp around my neck. One of your tongues, ew, licks at the side of my belly as if sampling the food before the course. You are nothing but a parasite, you see? The other face contorts into a grin. How did you ever think you were powerful? Look at you squirm. You are an insect. It's time for me to swat you, to make you pay for all you've done. Who are you really, Rosa? You smile at my helplessness. The smile breaks your cheek and splits your face in two. Your mouth reveals a gaping hole. Rosa, why are you doing this? Why? Because you are filthy. You eat and you eat. Ah, that wasn't good. I clicked out of the game. I am so sorry. You took all her love, left me with nothing. I've always been at your scraps. I just wanted to bite, that's all, but you had to consume every last bit. My eyes widen at your words as the realization strikes my senses. What did you say? You are. Oh, I forgive you, even if Mother can't. I love you that much. Shut up. I do. Don't you believe me? I struggle with the chains in my mind. Look at you, fighting me so hard. If you just relax, it will all be over soon. My teeth grit with anger. Too many times I have heard the same revolting words, all convincing me to accept my fate, lying down, eyes closed. It will be over soon. Anger rips apart my chest. Open your mouth. Smile for me. Silence. Oh, this is good. And after all that, they have the gall to tell me what I am supposed to feel. Little boys aren't supposed to cry. Why do you refuse a lady? Doesn't it feel good? Just relax and enjoy it. It will be over soon. Not soon enough. Men and women, they are all rabid for desire. They are disgusting. I will not be anyone's toy ever again. I will not be a piece of meat. If you, oh, how dare you humiliate me, you wretched little witch. I rattle the bounds of my cage, and it makes you flinch. You don't notice a part of it splinter. I bare my teeth at you. I will never forgive you. Why are you so cross with me? Don't you see I am doing this for you? Shut your mouth. The creature doesn't stop. It continues to feed on my life. It drools over me with ecstasy. It is never, ever gentle. It grasps my neck and suffocates me as it nears its peak. Yes, mine! You're mine! I struggle out of the creature's grip. I can feel my body weaken and tense at the same time. I concentrate on breaking the spell that holds me in place, but it is hard to escape. My consciousness is frail and almost out of my grip. My lungs cry for air. The terror mounts inside me as I feel my life drain away. Perhaps I should stop struggling. Perhaps let the monster take me. I am so tired of fighting. You poor thing. The momentary lapse on the creature's hold lets loose a part of my mind. I gather all my remaining strength and push back at the crack I made a while ago. Yes, he broke free. The spell shatters and I break free. I do not give the creature a chance to think. I jabbed my hand into its chest, momentarily winded, and stunned I hit it again. It falls to his knees. The spell on me weakens. I feel power returning to my body, and yet the creature laughs, the sound resonating from around me. I am not going to die here. I have sacrificed far too much to perish. The creature's laughter jeers at me. For what? I grasp its neck and watch it choke, relishing the control back in my veins. Yes, the creature still laughs. Or yet, the creature still laughs. I am not to be mocked, you filthy thing. I am powerful, and I will endure. I have played this game for centuries, and I will not be beaten at my own device. The creature caresses my hand, choking its throat. This, you enjoy it too, don't you? I did it all for you. My anger increases, the power in my hands. Its mouth titters as I snap its neck. I love you. Okay. Oh, good. Oh, achievement unlocked. Wet dream gone bad. Oh, why? Oh, that's so weird. Gilliam woke up from the dream, weak and shaking. He stood up from the bed and his vision floundered. He fell onto the floor, losing his balance from the sudden frailty of his legs. Ew. The churning in his stomach wouldn't go away. Every breath was shallow and tasted like sick. He closed his eyes. He laid on the floor for a little while, dragging air into his lungs until the urge to vomit passed. How could darkness still spin without ground? Gilliam's fist balled up in anger. To be degraded into this pathetic state was unforgivable. He felt the fury burning hot in his heart, consuming every thought in his head. He tried to rein it in. It was an unnecessary expulsion of energy at this point. He didn't know how long he lay there in the dark, but soon his strength came back to him. Pushing himself from the floor, Gilliam staggered around his room. He cleaned himself and put on fresh clothes. He could still feel the tugs of odious power within his stomach. He walked to his bedside drawer and looked inside. The old dagger glinted at him with malice. It reminded him of his anger, forged and sharpened over the years. His hatred was distilled in his blade. He gripped the dagger's hilt until red welts formed on his hands. He felt bound by purpose and rage. He could hear calling out to him, a whisper, a taunt. Gilliam, play with me again. Please? You know where to find me. He shivered and his teeth grinded in his mouth. You will pay for this. Yes. Gilliam heard voices waft around his ears. Ever since he had woken up from his dream, his vision doubled. He would be walking on the floor 1 minute, then slipping the next. Gilliam held on to the wall. It seemed that the spell hadn't ended with his dream. He hated the feeling of being powerless. He gripped the dagger, biting his lip to keep himself awake. The domain of sleep was where he was most vulnerable. His attacker must have known this too. He regained some of his strength, but he was still weakened considerably. Rosa. So, she was a witch. How come he had never noticed before? The years had made him soft. Gilliam clenched his jaw. Either way, it didn't matter. It was starting to get boring. He would have just have to deal with Rosa tonight, then he would pack his bags and leave for Asia. Gilliam smiled, despite his nausea. Just you wait, my dear. I'll pay you back for your contempt. He opened the door to Catherine's room. And she's dead. She's gone. At once, Gilliam noticed a tinge of red that saturated the room. A blood-red candle shone brightly on the table. The air was heavy with the salty musk of sex, and his vision began to flounder once again. Oh. Somehow he felt unprepared. A prickle of fear stained his pride. He was suddenly aware that his anger had led him here without enough forethought. His hand tightened on the dagger. Somebody was shifting on the bed, but the room was too dark to see who it was. Gilliam stepped closer. He could hear low, rousing moans from the bed. They increased in fervor and excitement as he stepped nearer. Gilliam's mouth salivated. A final soft squeal came, and the figure rose from the bed into the light of the candle. Pat the bunny? Whoa, what? That's a weird thing to unlock. Oh my god, that's weird. That's just so weird. Hi, Gilly. Thanks for watching me to finish. I got so excited at the thought of you coming over that I couldn't help myself. It feels good to release pent-up frustration, doesn't it? The woman stepped forward and Gilliam instinctively took a step back. See? You are my biggest frustration. Years, Gilliam. Years. I held myself back, fighting my own nature. For what? I don't even know anymore. Sweat dribbled on Gilliam's brow and he wiped it off hastily. He could feel his muscles tensing, a clenching in his abdomen, akin to being touched. What do you want? Rosa giggled. Retribution. But not before I get to play around. Mother allowed me just this once. A reward for being a good girl. Gilliam's vision spun. The sweat poured off his whole body. His breathing was bated and hot. He clutched his dagger and brandished it. Release me from this spell now. I am warning you. That is adorable. She stepped towards him. Gilliam saw a glint of something sharp in one of her hands. His head pulsed like a splinter was stuck in his brain. Gilliam felt like a child now. He suddenly realized how puny his demands sounded. Do you really want to fight me, Gilliam? I know how to kill you. A strike to the heart. A wound that will never heal. She was taunting him. And this spell, I made this spell especially for you. Your own proper power of emitting desire is used against you. It makes my spell more powerful while you become weaker. You must admit, it is impressive. I am more powerful than you, Gilliam. Gilliam choked on his own spit. He swallowed and swallowed, but the liquid in his mouth seemed to drown him. What does it feel like, being seduced against your own will? Oh no, poor Gilliam. Oh boy. She stepped even closer to him, so close that her bosom rubbed up on his arm. Yikes. Gilliam couldn't move. His arms felt heavy and numb. His dagger clattered to the floor as she stepped nearer. Her power was double his own. The spell seemed to magnify it with her proximity. She ran her hand over his chest, chasing a finger down his shirt. Getting torn down the middle must be excruciating. Now you know how your victims feel, you dirty monster. Who are you? I am your judge, Gilliam. I am your scourge, your truth. I am like you, a creature that emanates and feeds on desire. But unlike you, I am clean. I am pure. What? Mother's love. She keeps me clean. I am attached to her. Right, okay. Yeah, that's alright. Okay, moving on. I am attached to her teat, and sucking at her love way after she died. Isn't it wonderful? You, on the other hand, you are vile, repugnant, filthy. Rosa licked the sweat off Gilliam's neck. Ugh. Her tongue slid on his skin so enticingly, the hair on Gilliam's arm stood up. She was so near now. Her skin glistened with sweat. Her lips were wet and plump like apples. Ew. I mean, yeah, sure, that sounds normal. Gilliam shut his eyes. He wanted to push her away despite her petrified body, but his mind was torn. Part of him frolicked upon the thought of kissing her neck, pulling her hair, running his lips on her shoulders, pushing her wrists down to the floor. He bit his lip and his teeth broke through his skin. The pain gave him momentary control over his drugged mind. If he didn't find a way to stop the spell soon, it would be his downfall. Oh, but what a temptation you are, you shameless rake. You are enticing in your debauchery. I've been so good all these years, I didn't even feed once. And you just eat and eat and eat to your little heart's content? Where's your discretion, you pig? You even stole away Catherine's love before I got a taste. It's not fair. I don't know what you're talking about. Rosa giggled. Don't play dumb with me. I am the only one who understands your nature. We are two of a kind. You can't lie to me. Then release me. I have done nothing to you. Rosa licked her lips. I'm sorry, darling, but I can't. As long as you exist, I can't ever have peace. Knowing that you're out in the world feeding, I'll get jealous, you see. You crazy witch. Rosa just laughed, and Gilliam felt a rising terror as she pressed her body against his. I love you so much. Her voice was barely above a whisper. I can't control myself any longer. You will be my first and last feeding. Did you enjoy your dream of me, Gilliam? I made the spell stronger now. I'll make sure you won't get away this time. Gilliam was silent for a moment. Then a low snicker escaped from his mouth. What's so funny? You. Pathetic little girl. I pity you. With these words, the spell started to waver just a little bit. At least I have the decency to own my curse and not hide under self-righteous proclamations. I get to enjoy the scraps of our despicable lives. And you? How does it taste living under your mother's rotting love? You're probably tired of it by now, aren't you? Mommy's love doesn't taste so good after decades of sucking on it. Gilliam's hunch was correct. The spell was a charm to entice and seduce. It wasn't linked directly to the caster. If he could distract Rosa, the hold of the charm would weaken. Already he could feel sensation returning to his fingers. In the end, you're just a leech, feeding off an ancient decomposition love. It's no wonder you're insane. Rosa pushed him onto the floor. She was still powerful. The curse hadn't lost all of its effect. Gilliam's back hit the floor with a thud. Oh no! Oh no! Rosa climbed on top of him. She pushed on his neck with her weight and squeezed. Gilliam let a painful groan. Ah! Ooh! That sound! You do not talk about my mother that way! The levels of hate, desire mixed and saturated the air. It suffused Gilliam's senses. His mind went blank for a moment. I will make you pay for your words. I will suck you dry until you are nothing but a husk. I will devour your mind. I will take it all. Your love will fill me up, but I know Mother's love will still be the best. Gilliam felt the cold, sharp knife savagely tearing at his clothes. The fear surfaced on his senses and snapped him back, but Gilliam just laughed again. Take it. Take my body. Make yourself feel good, Rosa. I feel sorry for you. It had been a while since he had been violated like this. He thought he had been able to run away by being smarter, being dominant. The bitterness of being an object of desire sent a coating of gall up his throat, but he only flashed a sadistic grin. Yikes. Ah, hi. Oh boy. You don't even have to kill me soon. Why not make me your slave? I'm sure that's a worthy punishment for all the victims I've claimed. Rosa stopped once again, confused at his words. You're just like the rest of them. He laughed maniacally, just like everyone else. Oh, go on, dear. Why did you stop? He was chuckling now. His deranged eyes stared at Rosa. Pain sifted through the cracks. It is most humbling to be reminded of my real purpose, Rosa. Use me. Use me for your pleasure, for your vengeance, or your justice. Then throw me away. In the end, we are all just using each other. He laughed again. Love? Love doesn't exist. It is just a fear wrapped in a pretty package. Only desire is real. Only need. Looked up at Rosa with a sneer. How much of your mother do you really remember? I don't remember any creature birthing me, do you? Shut up, you worm. You must admit the possibility that this mother you speak of was simply a stranger who took to you because of our curse. Rosa's mouth hung open in shock. Must be why it is easy for you to use your memory to justify your filth. That's not true. I love Mother with all my heart. I am doing what Mother wants. I just follow her orders. I am her vessel. She lives through me. Then answer me this. Why would any mother who loves her child want her to be a murderer? She doesn't love you. She's just using you. Same as how you were using her to survive. Rosa clamped her hands tight on Gilliam's neck. Shut up! Shut up! I'm doing this because Mother is always right. I am avenging her. Really? Gilliam choked. Go on then. Why don't you ask your mother why you were here? Why you're really here? Maybe she's just enjoying the show. That's not true. That's not... I just clicked out of the game again. Hang on. I am so sorry. Oh, God. Okay. Apparently we just broke the fourth wall. Was he talking to us? Mother loves me. Rosa's eyes lost focus. She struggled to listen to Mother's voice. Mother? Should I really be doing this? Ooh. Mother, please answer me. Tell me why I'm here. Why did you lead me here? Am I really doing the right thing? Well, all we can say is that is ... Is he right? Do you not love me? Or you are forcing me to become a murderer? Do you even love me, Mother? Dewey, we can do this. I'm gonna... Oh, okay. Mother, don't you love me anymore? I have followed all your commands all this time. I have obeyed you. I did everything for you. Do you even care for me? Okay, just go ahead and tell her the truth. Mother laughed in Rosa's head. Because I wanted to see a little blood. I find it entertaining. Is this funny to you? To see lives toyed with? I thought you loved me. No, tell the truth. You are nothing to me. Rosa sobbed with her knees folded. I hate you. She retreated into a corner of the room and cried. I thought you loved me, Mother. I have followed all your words all this time. I endured all your horrible words. I loved you even when you hurt me. What am I? What even am I to you? I don't know. Why aren't you talking to me anymore? Tell me, why have you led me down this path? Answer me. Well, she's got nothing to say. I mean... Well, I guess Mother wasn't a bowl of sunshine and rainbows. What? Are you not going to speak again? Have you run out of your gall? Say something! Rosa screamed with tears in her eyes. All this time that I have spent with you, I have always obeyed you. I loved you, Mother. You were always so cruel to me. So many times you called me a monster, blamed me, and hurt me. But despite the hurt, I never wanted to get rid of you. I thought, to endure the pain, isn't that real love? To continue hurting and sacrificing proves how true my love is. All my tears should mean something. Oh, nobody told me that was a lie. She continued sobbing, crumbled by the wall and pulling desperately on her hair. She would shout her anger sometimes, would whisper sometimes. Then her head snapped back in alert. She cupped her hands on her ears, her face contorted into worry. Mother? Did you say something? I didn't hear you. Please, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say those things. I was just... Please, don't be angry. I love you, Mother. Please come back. I'm nothing without you. I don't want to be alone, Rosa sobbed with grief. Just come back to me, Mother. I'll never question you again. Gilliam felt his full consciousness return to him. The sickly, nauseating atmosphere in the room started to dissipate. The spell was losing effect, but his body still refused to follow his orders. He crawled to where she had dropped a large knife. He stretched out his fingers to reach the weapon. No, don't. Mother? Mother, please talk to me. Please, I want to hear your voice. Well, there's nothing. We've got nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sorry. No, please. Please talk to me. Don't leave me, Mother. Please. Well, that's all we can do. No! Rosa whimpered in a corner, searching for Mother's voice. She kept calling for Mother to talk to her, but she didn't seem to be answering. She would laugh for a bit, then stare blankly at the ceiling. The candle died out. The spell was lifted from the room as the last glimmer of its light faded. Without Mother, without magic, Rosa cried, grasping at the tiny shards of her sanity. Gilliam's limbs felt free. He stood up from the floor, watching the broken girl press herself into a corner. His lips stretched into a smile, an idea forming in his head. Well, I did offer to take care of you. Didn't I, Rosa? He approached the girl gingerly. She scuttled away from his touch, but he cooed and coaxed until she let him touch her. He stroked her head gently, smoothing her messy hair. Rosa clung to his hand, kissing and nibbling at his fingers fondly. Gilly, Aw, you poor thing. I am so sorry, Gilly. Mother's not talking to me anymore. But I hate her anyways. She's always been mean to me. She's always so cruel. I see. But you were always kind and sweet. You always were. Will you stay with me? Please tell me you'll stay with me. Gilliam tapped his finger on his chin, seemingly mulling it over. Why not? Rosa clapped with glee and hugged Gilliam's neck. I love you, Gilliam. I always have. Really? Do you really love me, Rosa? Yes, I do. I really do. I'm sorry. Please don't leave me. I don't want to be alone. Gilliam smiled. Ah. He scooped the broken girl off the floor, her arms still draped around his neck. She giggled to herself, still talking to the non-existent voice in her head, hoping he would answer. Do you want to come with me, Rosa? I'm going on a trip. A trip? Far away. You'll take me with you? You aren't angry at me anymore? Do you forgive me? Gilliam bit Rosa's earlobe fondly. He dug his tongue inside her ear. Ah! Why did I cringe at that? That's gross. Oh, that's so weird. Rosa moaned. Never. But I'll take you with me if you want. Would you like that? I would. In return, you will feed me, won't you, Rosa? Yes. I'll do anything for you. Such a sweet girl you are. Oh my goodness. Don't worry, I won't ever leave you. You're going to be a good girl. Rosa whimpered. The two figures disappeared into the shadows. Oh, good. Yay, she's a hostage now. Ah, that's amazing. Oh my god, we just... Oh wait, what was that was one of the endings. Okay, we just got ending 3. Surrogate. What now? Oh my god, wait, really? Wait, that's the end of the game? Oh no, it is? Okay, well, so we got one of the endings. Whoa. Okay then. Can I skip these? Your main purpose is revenge. You took Gilliam's key. 32% complete. It was my choice. It was our choice. Oh, okay. Taste of honey. See, look, okay, we got the third ending. There's 4 endings. We didn't complete chapter 8. Or is there no chapter 8? That's weird. Okay. Well, that was one of the endings. I will surely come back and we will play through and see what other endings we get. But for now, I am going to end this episode here because I am out of time. But thank you so much for watching. And like always, I will catch you all in the next video. Stay awesome. Bye.